Chad Brendel, Bearcat Journal, offensive coordinator Mike Denbrock. Coach, 10 practices in, a lot of reps for the two younger quarterbacks today, and Ritter and Bryan. Is that just things are starting to slow down? Let's put some more on their plate and see what they can handle.
Yeah, I think it's a progression, as you know, right? And we've seen a lot of Ross, and we've seen a lot of Hayden, obviously, and this is kind of an opportunity for us as spring ball gets going to kind of dig into the young guys a little bit more and put them in some situations where they're uncomfortable and see how they respond. And I think every one of those teaching moments is invaluable, especially with a young quarterback, and they've done a nice job with it, but we've got to continue to get better.
They're both intelligent kids. How is that? Is that starting to translate where they're picking up what you're teaching and being able to relate it to the field?
Yeah, I mean, they're very coachable kids, obviously, and very smart to start with. So, I would say that their learning curve is a lot higher than some young quarterbacks that I've worked with over the years, but I think the key is to continue to challenge them, even though they're maybe a little bit farther ahead, maybe as even a young guy should be at this point, continuing to put them in situations that are stressing them for their ability level, I think is a key to helping their development come along a little bit faster.
Offensive line, there's been a lot of different looks.
Yeah.
Is today what we saw maybe one of the stronger ones with Jakari at center and then Garrett Campbell at right guard? I think
at this point of the spring, I'd say that's probably our strongest group. But listen, there's no job that's safe, and we're asking all those guys to kind of step up their level of play a little bit more. Even the guys who may feel like they're maybe a little bit more cemented in, we've got to do some things to make them feel uncomfortable, so that we get more development out of those guys as well. So I like the trajectory of what we're doing with the offensive line. I think they're coming along. I think it's going to be a strength of who we are. I think it can be. I don't know if it's a strength right now, but I think if it keeps coming, it can be and will be.
One of the more interesting guys on that line is Morgan James, because of his story, being a hockey player and coming here and trying out football for the first time. You've moved him into that right guard spot, and he's been kind of there's been a lot of changes, but he's been kind of a mainstay there the past 2 weeks or so. What are you seeing from him? And he's now a football guy, obviously, instead of a hockey guy.
Yeah, I think for his development in particular, and you got to take it kind of on an individual basis, he's not quite ready from a mentality or a mental standpoint to be able to play multiple positions. So I thought it was important for us to establish him somewhere and then kind of let him fail and do well and experience playing that guard position and just kind of being in one spot. But he is, his progress from last year at this time to where he is today is pretty remarkable, and it's a testament to him. It's a testament to the work he does off the field. It's a testament to Coach Crook and what he's doing with him in his development. But he's come a long way in a short period of time, and gives us some quality, size, and strength and power in there that we really need.
You're in a room now that you're familiar with, back with tight ends.
Yeah.
What's that group like, and then how exciting with the two younger guys that are going to be added to it when you get to the summer?
Yeah, I mean, it's the new guys are going to be an exciting element, and it's going to be interesting to see how fast they can really come along, because our plan would be to get those guys involved as quickly as we can. I think the veteran guys that are here, again, I think their development has been pretty remarkable over the course of the spring. I like the direction we're headed. I think the quarterbacks, especially in the passing game, are starting to gain confidence that they're going to be where they're supposed to be and doing what they're supposed to be doing, and all of that lends to them getting more opportunities in our offense. And if you're a good balanced offense, you've got a tight end who's making big plays for you, and we've got some guys with the ability to do that. We've just got to establish some really good, understanding between us and the quarterback so that we can become a valuable piece of what's going on.
The young guy there that's here, Huber, he's surprised me a bit this spring in terms of not only can he stay in line and be kind of a power guy for you, but also he's made some plays out in space and looks like he'll be a guy that might be able to give you a threat there too.
Yeah, I think he's a versatile guy who can be that true tight end, who can do both things, can be a rockhead knock your butt off when he needs to be and can run in space and make plays and get himself, create opportunities for himself to catch the ball. So really happy with this progress. And I think the guys have, what they've done more than anything is identify the weaknesses that we kind of went over in the offseason, and they've really worked hard to fix those. And whether that's Josiah DeGara or whether that's Bruno LaBelle, there's all things that we all needed to improve on, and I think they've done a nice job of trying to limit those things as much as they could.
Wide receiver last year, one of the big concerns was getting separation, getting some space outside. This spring, there's been quite a few plays over the top, and it looks like, the emergence of like a Trent Cloud or maybe it's Hawes or Lewis. You're starting to find some guys that are getting a little bit more separation, it seems like.
Yeah, I think we're, part of it was, we needed to get Khalil somewhere where he could be somebody we knew we could lean on. And that in our offense, that's the boundary receiver. That's a guy that has to be able to be that one-on-one playmaker for you, especially the way defenses are structured. But I think all the receivers have really improved with their ability to understand what we're trying to get accomplished, and then their execution, I think, has gone a long way. Again, you hate, compared to where we were a year ago, I know I say that a lot, but that's really all we have, and if you're comparing those two things, then those guys have made way more plays than they did at any time a year ago.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother. All right.